Well, hello and good evening. My name is Jeff Hooks. I'm the President and Chief Operating Officer of Victory Nutrition International. You're going to be meeting our founder, our chairman, and our Chief Executive Officer, Bill Downs. You're also going to meet our co-founder and our Head of Research and Development, Steve Kushner. Both of these gentlemen are extremely accomplished scientists, biochemists, and formulators. They're also researchers with decades of published research behind them. They've been working on this formula for a year and a half in a very focused way. So without any further hesitation, it is my absolute privilege and it's an honor to turn this event over to our founder, our chairman, our CEO, Bill Downs, and also our co-founder and head of research and development, Steve Kushner.
Now, introducing PerformLyte, and that is the name of the product, and this is just more than an electrolyte formula. It is a safe, complete, and comprehensive blend of electrolytes, a unique formula to enhance energy and oxygen utilization without stimulants, and an expansive blend of botanical phytonutrient concentrates and extracts rich in antioxidants that also enhance immunity. So we are talking about a very comprehensive and synergistic formulation here.
PerformLyte is more than just an electrolyte. Keep in mind that most electrolyte products are limited to sodium, potassium, and or magnesium. The PerformLyte product contains electrolytes that are derived from a complete range of trace minerals in pure natural seawater, making PerformLyte the most comprehensive, powerful, and synergistic electrolyte product available.
We have incorporated our proteasome technology, which allows for rapid and sustained absorption. The advantage of better absorbed minerals means more electrolytes, which nourish and promote essential electrical functions of cells in your body. And I cannot overstate how important it is to be able to actually absorb and utilize minerals.
So one of the key ingredients, aside from the electrolytes, in the PerformLyte is an ingredient called Spectra. And that is a complex that includes phytonutrients that supply an abundance of antioxidants. Spectra, which is scientifically validated plant-based formula, fruit, vegetable, and herbal concentrates and extracts, has been shown to inhibit free radical production and optimize cellular metabolic activity inside the human body.
So we thought we would give you guys a look at what actually makes up Spectra. And if you kind of go down the list, and I'm not going to read all of them, but suffice to say, there's coffee cherry, which, by the way, there is no caffeine in this particular coffee extract, broccoli, green tea, camu, quercetin, broccoli, cinnamon, elderberry, and on and on. So all of these benefits are coming from whole food concentrates, and they're much more holistic, much more synergistic. And by the way, when you look at some of these, you might think, well, boy, I wonder how that thing's going to taste. It's unbelievable how good PerformLyte tastes.
The other ingredient is called Elevate ATP. Now, for those of you that don't know, ATP is an abbreviation for the term adenosine triphosphate. And ATP is essentially the little battery inside your something called mitochondria that makes energy. That's a storage cell of energy. It lasts about 15 seconds, and it's translated loosely as cellular energy, but it actually stores energy. And Elevate ATP in PerformLyte gives you the energy without any stimulants. Elevate ATP formula contains ancient peat and apple extract that supports natural energy. And natural energy allows the body to be able to perform longer, recover faster, and improve blood circulation and utilize oxygen properly, which, by the way, is our company slogan, to improve the ability to effectively use oxygen in every cell in the body to make energy, manage energy, and eliminate waste.
So here's some of the perks of using PerformLyte. It supports the structure and function of cells and body fluids. It also promotes optimal fluid balance and hydration. It improves exercise performance and reduces premature muscle fatigue and prevents muscle cramping. It supports overall muscle function. It supports digestive health. And very importantly, it helps maintain the correct acid-alkaline balance, or pH, of the blood, which also means that you get to have optimal oxygen utilization. And of course, everything is made in the USA, which is now maybe more than ever a very, very important point. And it's available, as I mentioned, in 30-day as well as the 15-packet box. This is an example of the supplement facts that's on the box for the stick packs and on the canister as well. And I want to point out just a couple things here. The reason we wanted to show you this is for a couple things, and some of these are for things that we don't have. So if you look down, you'll see that how much sugar is in the product? 0. And then you want to look and see how much fat is in the product? 0. Completely sugar and fat free. The calories come from the whole foods and some of the other ingredients that help supply energy. Very easy to digest, though. Another thing I want to point out is your typical electrolyte drink that is in the marketplace generally has 2 electrolytes. We have dozens, but they almost always focus on sodium, and then with about a third of that would be potassium. We flipped the tables here. We have about 3 times as much potassium and still having sodium. And we think that's a much better case because most people do get enough sodium, but very few people get enough potassium. And I also should mention that a lot of our minerals come from natural sources, seawater. All the trace minerals come from seawater. And one other thing I'd like to mention too, almost all electrolyte drinks use sodium chloride, which is table salt. We're actually getting our chloride from the natural seawater, and our sodium is in the form of ascorbate. So you're actually getting a nice little boost of vitamin C, which is extremely important for immunity, for collagen, for adrenal function. So you get an even stronger boost with the vitamin C. So again, as we were mentioning, this is an extremely advanced, comprehensive, and very powerful formulation.
We've already done some scientific validation. Steve, Dr. Bagchi, and I really put together a seminal document supporting the benefits of PerformLyte, and had Doctors Morrison and Galvin review and contribute to that as well. It was accepted for publication on March the 12th of 2020 in Metal Toxicology Encyclopedia, which is an academic scientific text from CRC Press, Taylor Francis Publishing in Boca Raton. They made our submission Chapter 5, and the title is Development and Utilization of a Novel Protosomed Electrolyte and Phytochemical Formulation Technology to Restore Metabolic Homeostasis. It is an amazing publication. It has been accepted, as I mentioned, but it's not available to the public yet. We have to go through the galley proof and make any final minor adjustments. But this is, in line with peer-reviewed studies, and this is not a clinical study, but it is a treatise. It establishes an important foundational premise that is responsible for the effective, beneficial structure and function or functions of the PerformLyte when you take it.
So this is actually how you take the product, and it's pretty simple. You see that you can either use the stick pack, or the canister does come with a scoop that has a pre-measured amount to get the right dosage in. And in taking 1 serving once daily, as needed, you mix it in 6 to 10 ounces of water. You can also use unsweetened juice, and then you want to shake it vigorously or stir it vigorously. We prefer that you take it on an empty stomach, but you can take it with a small amount of food. And of course, each serving provides a comprehensive blend of mineral electrolytes and other synergistic nutrients to support healthy hydration, blood pH, digestion, immunity, energy, and recovery. And as naturally with all our products, we do test this for purity and potency. So one quick point, the reason that we have you stir or shake vigorously is you're actually activating the protosomes when you're adding the powder into water. And that's one of the things that makes us quite different and unique than everybody else.
I want to bring everybody up to speed on exactly why we introduced PerformLyte. The recommended dietary intake amounts for nutrients in multiple vitamins is pretty well established. For example, 99 milligrams is what is allowable on a multiple vitamin mineral supplement, whether it's liquid or a tablet or whatever. If you look at multiple vitamins and mineral products on a shelf in any kind of a store, potassium will be essentially 99 milligrams. What was needed was a delivery technology that would give us the ability to exceed that. Now, why would we want to exceed that? Because 99 milligrams is not the RDI. The RDI for potassium, the recommended daily intake is 4,700 milligrams. You can't get that in a multivitamin. Now, if you take calcium, the RDI for calcium went from 1,000 milligrams a day to 1,300 milligrams a day. You can buy calcium supplements that will give you the ability in 1 or 2 tablets or 4 capsules to get your daily amount of calcium in addition to the food that you take. But they won't let you do that with potassium. And potassium, for all these benefits, for energy production, for brain function, digestive function, immune function, for muscle function, everything we just mentioned requires that higher amount of potassium. We concluded that it was crucial as a foundational cornerstone product that we come out with a formula, with a technology that supplied a high amount of electrolytes with a whole bunch of botanical concentrates and extracts that amplified the beneficial effects of the electrolytes in the body.
Real quick, I should have mentioned, when we say mix it in 6 to 10 ounces of water or juice, the reason that is because it's really to a personal taste. 10 ounces is not going to dilute the effect. You can mix it in 30 ounces. It's as long as you get the full serving, it's fine. So this is a personal preference on how subtle or how strong you like the flavor. But in any event, you will like the flavor. We're very confident of that. The uniqueness of this is we're allowing the body to work for itself again, where we're providing all these minerals that does all the things that Bill just mentioned, including pH and hydration, while we're helping improve blood flow through the nutritional ingredients, while we're helping improve the mitochondria being able to utilize the oxygen and make energy, while we're being able to actually help you produce more of the ATP molecule. So the synergy here is incredible, and that's why we can get this great feeling, this energized feeling, the stamina, the recovery without having to rely on stimulants. And that's a huge deal too.
So here's what's interesting, everybody. We've got basically 2 different ways to enjoy PerformLyte. So you've got the stick packs, and of course it's the same formula. Promotes energy, hydration, proper pH, strength, endurance, recovery. Just amazing. Then we've got the tub, the 30-serving tub. And the choice is yours. I will share from our executive managers and above, most of those leadership partners ordered both, and for travel or for sampling or for whatever. But it's the same powerful formula. Now, what I want to share is that whatever you're imagining, and I'm not going to oversell this, I promise you, whatever you're imagining that the product tastes like, it's better. It's absolutely better. I am so blown away, Bill and Steve, with what you've done with packing so much. I mean, each serving, y'all, if for those of you that we do have some healthcare practitioners that are obviously part of the community, and that includes MDs and chiropractors and nutritionists and homeopaths and physical therapists that are trained in some biomechanics. And what I can share with you is there's 4.8 grams per serving, 4.8 grams per serving. There's a lot of firepower in this product. There are a lot of nutritional supplement wellness products that are in stick packs that are 2.5 grams of product, and most of that product is filler. This is a high impact product. Now, here's one thing that's interesting. I want you to think about this. We've heard Bill and Steve share on more than one occasion this evening that the PerformLyte product is much more than an electrolyte drink, even though electrolytes are very, very important. And with our proteasome technology, our absorption technology, our PerformLyte product gets minerals into the cells. It's part of the key to how this product gives you energy without any artificial stimulants and no sugar. But let's just look from a market perspective at the potential, the current market within the sports nutrition or the electrolyte area. So in North America, in 2018, 7,900,000,000 was the sports drink market in the US and Canada in 2018. According to this particular study, in 2018, 55, and you can see that's from Fortune Business Insights, this market analysis revealed that 55% of the North American population are striving to live a healthier lifestyle. And if you look at the big brands, if you look at PepsiCo, if you look at Coca-Cola, their soda market is shrinking. What's growing is their sports drink market and their bottled water markets. And so let's take a closer look at the sales. As I just said, 2018, 7.9 billion, 8,200,000,000. You know, it's interesting when you see that little 0.20, that's 200 million. So it grew by 300 million in sales from 2018 to 2019. And you see that the projections are that there's going to be continued year-over-year growth, incremental, steady growth. Now, the promise of these sports drinks, you know, high-paid athletes are drinking Gatorade and they're drenched, whatever their sport is. And the idea is that it's going to replenish, it's going to give endurance, it's going to help with recovery. That's the promise. So let's look at Gatorade. The average 20-ounce bottle of Gatorade contains 34 grams of sugar. Their protein drinks, their recovery protein shakes, are at 20 grams of sugar. Powerade. Obviously, Powerade is Gatorade's biggest competitor. The two are between the two, it's Coca-Cola and PepsiCo's products. They're tracking the same, 34 grams of sugar. Vitamin water. Don't be fooled by the name. Vitamin water is not as healthy as it sounds because you'll get 32 grams of sugar in most of their flavors in a 20-ounce bottle. 32 grams of sugar. Now, according to Medical News Today, get this, Gatorade contains high levels of sugar and food dyes. People think it's a healthy drink. People are drinking it because they want to perform better. They want to increase their endurance. They want to improve their recovery. It's loading up on sugar. And Bill and Steve probably are going to have a couple of comments on this. You look at the high levels of sugar, and it may increase, according to Medical News Today, drinking Gatorade may increase people's risk of certain health conditions, including weight gain and diabetes, type 2 diabetes. Researchers suggest sports drinks may be using misleading labels, et cetera, et cetera. So think about just within that niche of that sports nutrition market, the opportunity for those of you that are partners that are embracing the VNI mission with this PerformLyte product. It is a multi-billion-dollar industry. It's a multi-billion-dollar segment, growing, as we just learned, from 2018 to 2019, 300 million in sales year over year. And you compare the PerformLyte product to the Gatorade and the Powerade and the vitamin water, and there absolutely is no comparison. So it's an incredible opportunity for our partner team and for our customers. It's an incredible opportunity to redirect, in many cases, the money you're already spending on Gatorade and Powerade and vitamin water. You're spending that money because the product tastes good and because you're expecting some sort of health benefit or performance benefit. Redirect those dollars to a product that's actually going to deliver on that promise, and that's exactly what PerformLyte is doing and is going to do.
You know, your body can make vitamins, and it can make amino acids and proteins if you have the essentials. Can't make a single mineral. That's why Steve and I and you, Jeff, decided that this was a crucially important product, a cornerstone product to bring to market. And it is, I can say this with pretty great confidence, unless we live in the Garden of Eden, which we don't, almost nobody from their diet is getting the amount of electrolytes they need to optimize gene expression and cellular functions. PerformLyte is an absolute essential addition to the VNI product line that's going to make a profound difference in the quality of people's health. No matter where you're at, taking PerformLyte is going to take you to another level.